Hey guys, this is Carnivore5, and today I'm bringing you guys a MyTeam gameplay. I'm in the 5th seed. I need one more victory to advance to the 4th seed. Had a pretty decent game with this opponent. If you guys want to take a quick look at my settings, this is pretty much what I use from the get-go for every game. Sometimes I'll start out with limit transition instead of some crash, or others get back. Sometimes I'll end up just switching into limit transition. But if you noticed, I noticed this guy right away. He tried to do the typical lead pass cherry pick shit. So what I do is I put it on limit transition, and then I'll call a quick 2-3 or 3-2 zone so my guys get back. And it worked pretty well. Also a good offense. You know, if you're making baskets, they can't get out and run. So make sure not to take bad shots that lead to runouts. So now we talk about those settings. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, and I'll show you guys my defensive settings too before we start. I pretty much do this every game, and I recommend you guys doing the same. Have a game plan going in. Lately I've been liking to force my opponent's baseline, and I like to run the ice pick and roll. And then on off-ball screens, I like to go under, and on my guards for my defensive scheme, since I have, all my guards are pretty athletic, so I just switch on all guards. I don't want to switch on bigs because I have Green and Howard down there, and they're a lot different players. And I want to find one shooter I want to take out to deny, and I did that with Ray Allen, had him on deny, and the others I just kind of play tight, moderate or tight off ball. And I play a good mixture of on ball and off ball. I try to play on ball as much as I can, especially when the lag permits me to do so. So yeah, I don't recommend playing 100% on ball or off ball. So let's go ahead and get this game started. As for my offense, I start out in the pace motion, but as you'll see as the game goes on, he actually switched to a zone, so I had to run some of the zone freelance, and well, you'll see later if I get him out of it or not. Zones can be annoying to face. So we start out in pace motion, get a pick and roll, wide open lane for Westbrook. I like running pace motion with this team, kind of a 4-out. I like to do a lot of pick and fades, pick and rolls at Green or Howard, and I also like to do a lot of back doors and cuts, swing the ball around the perimeter. I like to move the ball a lot. I don't like to just come down and do pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. I like to move the ball a few times before I initiate a pick and roll. As you can see here, I got a little bit of lucky. Westbrook is so good at finishing contact layups. He played good defense there until about 2 seconds left. Here we bring the ball down, pass to the corner, and Howard's wide open. Howard's pretty much the perfect fit for a pick and roll scheme. Recommend get him if you guys don't have him. Anthony Davis would be another good one. So here we are moving the ball again. Again, Westbrook makes another contact layup. He does bail me out quite a bit, and I start off down by 8 points in this game. Like I said, he was cherry picking and getting easy transition buckets, so I had to adjust my POEs and my defense a little bit. I threw in a zone here and there. I threw in a 3-2, a 2-3, and every now and then I think I threw in one half-court trap, and then I did a few half-court presses. I like to mix it up. Just playing straight man-to-man defense can be good, but you have to show your opponent something different. And here we actually have a good defensive possession, in my opinion. Just one of those possessions the guy's going to score. You just can't get a rebound. So he moves the ball nicely, finally gets an open look. Just an example of playing good defense and not getting rewarded, but you got to keep playing good defense. In this gameplay, I show a lot of instances where I just keep playing defense, and eventually it pays off at the end. He tried to get Ray Allen going, but I played good on ball. I did a manual contest. Make sure you guys, do that. Use either L2 or the right stick if you have it on manual, or intense D. Make sure you contest on your own. I feel like you get more rewarded for doing so. And then going in halftime, we're tied up 24-24. However, I feel like I'm on a run here, and this guy I think he was up by 8 or 10 points in the first half at one point. But I went on a run, started playing defense, and then he went to a zone, and I think you see here. Well, not here, but I switched to the 2-3 zone freelance and worked the ball in the middle, and he switched back and forth, which is okay. If he would just switch back to a man, I would just call it manual pick and roll play for Westbrook instead of running the pace. But as you see here, we just move the ball around, get some open threes, and we're eventually going to get him out of the zone. Just be patient with the zone, guys. You want to work the ball in the middle. And you might also want to put it on space to floor because you don't want your guys cutting at random. Here, Draymond Green gets his own board, kicks it out. I'm just patient. I'm not trying to be too crazy here. Like, you can tell this guy's not a very good on-ball defender. He's very slow to react, and I just move the ball a few times, and eventually somebody's open. Can be frustrating with zone though, because sometimes you can get open looks and they don't fall. But you just, you have to get open looks and keep taking them. And here we get a stop. We're stopping his lead pass. I more or less let the computer started doing it because I was playing more on ball. So the computer, the way I had my settings, they were intercepting a pass. Draymond Green is very good at the 4 at doing that. I don't know, his defense is really good at the 4. And then here I just play good on ball defense in the post, keep my hands straight up, make him kick out. We're still there. Alright, playing good on ball, good help. Alright, this guy's got no spacing. He's dribbling around the perimeter. I know he wants to chuck a 3. I knew he was going to go back to Ray Allen, and I get a steal there. We're going on the fast break of Gerald Green, and boom. I will take those chances any day. Gerald Green is a must silver player if you guys need one. He's great. His defense isn't the best, but man, that guy can score. So this guy pretty much got predictable the second half. He tried to get the ball to Ray Allen and dribbled around. I mean, he wasn't really running an offense. And here, Draymond Green gets another interception, and I look for Gerald Green, and yep, he will finish in the fast break easily, guys. Make sure you get him on your MyTeam if you don't have him, if you need some budget silver players. The dude's a beast. He's always been a beast. Get an inbounds. I don't know. I can't believe he fell for that. I get an alley-oop to Howard. Like, I don't know what he was doing. It's just an example of why you don't always play 100% on ball or off ball. You got to read the defense and make your switches that are necessary. Here, I think he went. No, he went back to man here, but I kicked the ball out and I set up a. SamFam calls this a flush. I get it from SamFam. Look at that ball movement though. Whew, that's sexy. Get the nice finish and one, Draymond Green, dude. And I seen SamFam's recent video on Draymond Green. I've been using him for a while, and I love him with the 4. There's so much stuff you can do with him. I like to do pick and fades, pick and rolls. You can do the flushes. You can, hit him in the outlet, and then he can swing the ball. He's just so good at doing all of it, and he can hit the 3, of course. So here I'm just showing you guys some defensive possessions. As you guys can see, I have Ray Allen on lockdown. Everything else I'm just closing out manually. And I know he's trying to get a cheesy 3, like just stick to him, read the screens, anticipate, and get there. And he goes up with a forced shot, and we get a contact animation, and he misses. So we're getting up big. I almost had an opportunity to beat this guy by 20, but he made some bailout 3s at the end of the game. It was ridiculous. But I just stay with the offense. I'm patient. I call for I think this is another flush. Now we get the wrong guy here, so we kick it back out. And we're going to do a pick and roll with Green and Howard, and this is also a dangerous combination. Look at that, no help. He's just playing all tight, limit perimeter shots. I mean, that's not a good defense to run, guys. Especially like against someone who moves the ball around a lot and tries to drive. Lane will be wide open. Again, he's just chucking over Ray Allen. Good close out there. I think he was only like 5 of 22 from 3. I stopped his 3 ball pretty well. And we're in the pace offense again, and look, no help. Westbrook's amazing off those on-ball screens, no help. That's a bucket every time. And this game's coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I ended up winning by like 12 or so. He kept fouling at the end. I don't know. I think he was a little upset. But this is just a gameplay or settings tips if you guys want to or not. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave criticism. If you guys, what you guys want to see, some MyTeam or not, let me know. This is Cardinal Bird 5 signing out. Peace. Enjoy.